ready whenever you guys are ready.
We're ready.
All right, awesome.
Let me just. You know what? It's funny. The pick was all slippery with that Band-Aid on it. Now that my finger has Band-Aid stuff on it, it's like
Here
with the glue on my
relationship.
This pick will not fall, dude.
This is gonna be
I could
fucking
let go
awesome.
of it and it would still hold.
All right. So, whenever you guys are ready to start.
Yeah, we're just doing a quick tune on the bass.
All right, gotcha.
We are awesome
All right,
and
here
good
we
to
go.
go.
Count us off.
Awesome.
Ready?
Rolling?
Rolling.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Try to soothe me, and I use me, 'cause I've been hurt so many times. I need someone who would try to soothe me, and I use me. Please help me.
Wow.
Well, that was awesome, you guys.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, it's great to be here. And that was called Please Help Me. And that's on our debut record, which came out in like 2010 or 11, around those years. But tonight we are touring to support this new record on Burger Records, and it's a 7-inch single. We're going to play one of the songs, the B-side right now, called Young Temptations, and the A-side's called Oh Alan. We hope that you play the record here. You'll be the first station to do that I'm aware of.
I've already played it.
Oh, cool. Great. Okay, so maybe you are. So anyway, it'll be the first time I hear it. And this next, let's do Young Temptations, and we'll tell you about a show, unless you have questions to ask us.
Well, let's...
I think we're being interviewed right now.
Yeah. Well, let's hear the song first, and then ask you about the show, and maybe ask a couple questions. That sound cool?
All right, you in tune?
1, 2, 3.
Me. I gotta break this routine. I don't want life to just pass me by when there's so much to be seen. Like sneaking out of bedroom window at night to meet a girl, perhaps two. That feeling I get when I do in some things I find again with something new. I'll catch a ride on a Greyhound about the city thrills. I've been feeling restless, have to leave Smallville. I don't know what will be waiting for me, and I really don't care. Anywhere is better than where I'm from. I'll be alright when I get there. Temptations, have some fun, have a good time. We're still young, free to run, get out of line. And when we're older, this will all make sense, and we can laugh about it with our friends. Until then, temptations, in the end, we will be fine. Heading down to the racetracks so I could lay my bets. I didn't get lucky, but I'm not broke yet. Do you think there'll be a judgment day where we answer for our debts? Well, I would gladly pay them in full to live a life without regrets. Temptations, have some fun, have a good time. We're still young, free to run, get out of line. And when we're older, this will all make sense, and we can laugh about it with our friends. Until then, temptations, in the end, we will be fine. All or none, I'll roll the dice, cause without less life's no fun. Everyone makes mistakes that are so dumb. Even if you fall on your face, it will not matter, cause you got the time to waste. Temptations, have some fun, have a good time. We're still young, free to run, get out of line. And when we're older, this will all make sense, and we can laugh about it with our friends. Until then, temptations, in the end, we will be fine. We're still young, let's have fun, have a good time, have a good time, have a good time.
Nice.
Awesome. So how about you guys tell me about this show you have at Moe's Alley tonight?
That's right.
Yeah, 21 and over, and you can still get tickets.
And there's a band from Atlanta touring with us called Gringo Star.
Gringo Star's pretty great.
Yeah, they're really cool.
We
and
played with them last night. They're really good.
if you can't make it for any reason, we'll be in San Francisco tomorrow night at the bottom of the hill. If that's more convenient for you. But if you're in the area, please come by to
Or
Moe's
come
Alley.
to both if you feel like it too.
Well,
no law.
no, there's no law. We won't think you're crazy stalkers.
Exactly. And Gringo Star goes on at 9:30 tonight. Doors are at 8:30, and we go on at 10:30.
10:30.
Or actually, we go on at 10, I think, right?
10:40.
10:30. We'll say
Let's not
10:30.
confuse people.
Yeah.
Say 10:30. Round it out. Yeah. Yeah. What else? The tour's just started. This is a month-long tour with them across the whole U.S. We had our first show last night in the Redlands, California, which I've never been to. So yeah, it's been fun. I mean, I've never been so relaxed, and somebody just told me that the tour just started. But come back, get back to me in 2 weeks.
Yeah. This is the honeymoon period right now.
Yeah. Well,
Brian's outside in the lobby. He's like, I've never felt so rested on a tour. Day one, man.
yeah, I had a good night's sleep. It's all about sleep. How much sleep you get. It's the most important thing.
Yeah. So this is the first time all of you guys are touring together?
Yeah.
We've the relationship has toured up the coast before a couple years ago with Nate and I and a couple other musicians.
And we did the Caribbean. We did a few
that's
shows
true.
with Cat Power and Weezer.
Forgot about that.
That was all of us.
Wow.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. Plus one more.
Yeah.
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 But
But
his eyebrows were too big.
no, he was too smart for us.
And we had the Utah stuff too. We have been around, haven't we? We've traveled.
yeah.
Yes, we have. Yeah.
We did Sundance.
No,
too.
you're-
I forgot about that.
You'll see if you come tonight. You'll see a band in its early stages, but also that's kind of like the exciting stage where we're finally coming. We're gelling, and we're very relaxed now on stage. We used to be fairly timid and self-conscious, but now we kind of own it.
But this is coinciding at a good time for us right now. We're trying to do the American rock and roll thing, and we need that out on the road for 40 days, you know, and it coincides with our release with Burger and especially the songs that are on that single. We need this experience, and it's gelling really well. It's like the timing's perfect. It's in our favor.
And it's springtime. You couldn't ask for better weather, and yeah.
And you know, it's really cool, man. I mean, we've all known each other for years. I mean, Brian and Nate have been friends since they were teenagers. You know, Brian and I have been friends for years. Nate and I, Anthony and I, like, we're all friends. So to get to go on the road with your friends and play music.
I think that's the biggest reason I'm so relaxed.
Yeah.
This is like this is really gonna be fun. You know.
It's tough to complain. Like, yeah, you'll get tired and stressed, but man, like, geez, you play an instrument with your buddies. Like, is it that bad at the end of the day?
No, and we're playing small places first, and these are the times you'll remember the most. You know, totally accessible to anyone or anything, which is a bit frightening. But these are the stories that will last a lifetime. Because when you start playing hockey arenas and places like that, it's the only thing you ever see are guys loading up trucks. You
Well,
know?
I gotta tell you
From
guys,
experience, right?
they with this new single you have out now, and you're saying that you're just kind of starting out, getting kind of refreshing with the tour and everything. You guys are pretty much nailing it at this point. I gotta say, it's really well done. Instrumentation's really great.
Thank you. We these two songs. I think if I was to put a number, a percentage on if 100% is completely done on where we're at with our full-length album, I think we're at 87.5.
87.5.
Yeah. I give each song 10%. It's going to be a 10-song record. We have one epic song left to record, which is now written. I haven't even played the guys the demo yet. And then I would say that's 10%. The other, what would that be? 2.5% of work left is just touching up here and there, like maybe a sound. When I play the guys what I think the record should be, which we're gonna hear soon in our van. We'll get everyone's opinion. That's kind of how we work on it. Like, how can we make this better? Is everyone happy? Or, make sure everyone's totally happy with everything. I think the record is just going to be fucking awesome. Sorry, can I say that?
We'll censor it.
Freaking awesome.
We're not going to censor
I can really, I really feel that. I'm really excited by it. And these two songs that we've had done for a little while that are on Burger, I made sure that they were, if they never get re-recorded, if they never get re-released, that they kick ass on this record, and they do that, and I think that they're worth keeping intact and put on the new record. And there'll be plenty of other material for people that have bought the Burger record to want to get the LP as well. But yeah,
87% more songs, I think.
80% more.
80%.
Yeah.
Right, you're right. Sorry.
Right. Well, it's an easy formula.
Yeah, but that's a solid B plus. Let's pass it. But anyways, I thought it was a really interesting choice to release the 7-inch on Burger.
Yeah.
I mean, Burger's really popular right now, but most bands, especially when you have, I think, a supergroup like you guys.
Thank you, but
well, you know, I hate the music business. I really do, and I want someone that loves the music, and it's what Burger did. They love the music first and foremost. No, they were the first people that said something positive about what we were doing, and that's all that matters.
There's little more bits to the backstory too. They're from where I grew up, and they're doing very much the same thing that a lot of my friends and I were doing when we were a little bit younger. Nobody cared at the time, but a lot has changed in music, and I like how they've kind of continued. People like and Anton Newcomb from Brian Jonestown Massacre, Johnny Two Bags with Social Distortion, all those guys, all those kinds of bands and people were part of that, and I feel like Burger's done a really good job of kind of like preserving a neat, you know, part of the American rock and roll art form, and so it worked for us. Like, you know, like Brian said, we, you know, we like what they have to say about music, you know, and it went along with it, and there's a little bit of a backstory there.
We know a little bit about Burger-Rama, but when we, the whole plan for us was to get this thing out in time to play on the Burger-Rama show, and I had no idea it was as cool as it was. And luckily we shot a video for Young Temptations during that performance, and
it was fun.
To me, it captures the essence of the song and the embodiment of youth all in one video, and it's exactly what the song is supposed to be about. And if nothing else, we got a great video out of being on Burger Records.
Yeah. I was just gonna say the thing that Burger does right,
and some cool T-shirts.
Is like the thing that Burger's doing. I think the reason people respect him is because it seems like they genuinely like all the stuff they're putting out. Like it doesn't seem like they're looking at the angles and like what can we make the most money from. It seems like they really they like everything they put out. Like it's music they would listen to.
And it felt like a feeling of camaraderie between the bands like I've never felt before. And you know, being in the music business a long time that I have, you know, you'd have label mates, but you were that was actually your competition, was your label mate, because you don't want the label putting money into their project and not our project. And it didn't feel like that at all at Burger Records. It felt like, hey, we're here, let's help each other out. Like, for instance, we played in the Redlands last night, and this band from Burger Records called Summer Twins were in the audience because, you know, I met them, and they wanted to see what this was all about. And you know, that's not, Redlands isn't close to anything. So it was pretty cool that someone drove that far to see us, and it's such a neat band. And
I feel like they don't have like a lot of nepotism. They treat all their bands like pretty equally. You know, they're genuinely excited about all their stuff.
Yeah. Well,
it's encouraging.
I've had the opportunity to like actually go down to Fullerton and meet the guys there and experience the burgerness. And I gotta say, I totally agree with you guys that it's. I always imagined that this must have been what like SST Records or maybe Discord Records felt like in their heyday, Touch and Go or even Twin Tone Records.
Similar. Yeah. I have to say. It was a lot smaller numbers in those days.
Oh yeah.
At that festival, I was shocked. I mean, and this is
when I was
we were pulling up to play. The stage was literally like a mile away from the house I grew up in, and I pulled up to the festival, and I was shocked. I mean, there was just kids everywhere walking all over the place. I mean, you would have never had a show like that.
You definitely
had to have been Black Sabbath or something. crowd like that.
You definitely have a point about.
Well, it's cool to like punk.
Like a
now.
label, like SST was a great example because I was thinking like, when I was 15, I'd buy anything on SST. I mean, Black Flag started to put out crappy records towards the end, and so did SST records. But there was a time there that anything that came out of SST, I bought, and that's kind of like what we're hoping that we're catching Burger in their. I think they're just going to get bigger and better, but hope to get some fans that would not find about us any other way but the fact that we're on Burger Records, and you know it's a win-win. Mostly it's a win for us for sure. Yeah. I'm hoping they think the same, but it's been a good experience so far, and feels good, you know, to be part of a little community, and it's like inspiring. Like I saw so many, not even musicians on stage, but I could feel the people in the crowd were the next generation of great, you know, tastemaker and artists. Yeah, they're coming along. I could just feel it. You can tell. You know the difference. And yeah, that's what, you know, living in Southern California, why I moved there, was for that kind of energy.
Oh yeah. Well, anyways, thank you so much, you guys, for coming in. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having us.